Hey guys, so I wanted to take this video today to just answer some questions, like serious questions, not like Q&A style questions, and give you some updates on a few cubes, or mostly the Valk M, but we'll get to that later. So in my year-delay blind solve, a lot of people asked what method I was using, and I use M2 plus old Pachman, and now I know if you wanted to see like a tutorial, well the thing is, there's already a great tutorial out there, and that's the one I learned from on Cubing World by Noah Arthurs. Also, incidentally, that same guy who was inside my memo. Apparently he's good for more than just teaching you how to solve cubes, but basically, M2, in case you don't know how blind works, you have a buffer spot and then a target spot, so M2 is basically just a way of using an M2 as your interchange move in a commutator. Alright, so that's that video taken care of. Now in my ZZCT tutorial, a lot of you had questions like, first of all, can you switch to it just from CFOP? Can you do like CFOP CT? And the answer is no, because with ZZCT you need to have oriented edges. With CFOP, even if you do edge control is usually done while you're inserting or pairing up your last pair. So if you're trying to do edge control, by the time you're done with that step, you're already going to be in a position where using CT isn't optimal anymore. And then people were asking, should I switch to ZZCT? And I'm going to say yes, it's a great method, but it's hard to switch to because first of all you have to learn ZZ, and then you also have to learn all these other algorithms, and maybe you should just switch to Ru if you don't want to put in all that effort, but also, if you don't know ZZ yet, I suggest learning it because it's very useful and a lot of good concepts in there. And finally, before we get to the Valk M update, I want to refer you to my vlog channel. I've been doing some fun stuff over there, so if you're a new subscriber, maybe you haven't heard me talk about this before, check it out. I'll put a link in the description. And now, the Valk M. So, my opinion on this cube hasn't really changed except for one thing. I've broken it in a lot more, and it's become a lot better for one-handed. Like, my hand doesn't get fatigued while doing one-handed with it anymore. And I'm actually enjoying it for one-handed. The only problem I have is that sometimes when I'm executing algorithms really fast, like this one, that happens. Somewhere in there I did like a double turn. Where was it? Somewhere in there I did a double turn, and that just kind of threw things off. It's actually at the point where I do double turns on accident because it's really loose. The Valk anyway is just a really stable cube. Adding the magnets makes it even more stable, so I'm able to keep it at a super loose tension, and it doesn't pop, and it's great, and I love loose cubes, and the only problem is sometimes you overturn a little bit for one-handed, but I can get used to it. That was the main update, because I said in my original review of it that I didn't really like it for one-handed. I do like it for one-handed now. I guess also an update is that I'm starting to learn TTLL, which is, you know, the subset of the ZZCT method, one-handed, so I've already got a few algorithms down, and it's going pretty well. My goal is to be able to do all algorithms sub 3, one-handed, which is pretty good. Not super fast. I know that like Antoine Candon can do all PLLs sub 2, but he's just crazy anyway. Like, my normal PLL speed is basically sub 3, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, not all the TTLLs that other people have generated have been optimized for one-handed yet, so I'm probably gonna have to generate a bunch of my own. And I'm thinking of starting like a Google Doc or spreadsheet or something that just lists all my one-handed TTLLs. So if you're interested in seeing that, I'll probably update you in a video about that later and like link to it so that you can help me and by contributing to it and just looking at the algorithms that I found and stuff. But yeah, that's all the updates for today, so thanks for watching. I'll see you on Monday.